Hello and welcome to World in 5. The investment conference and the closed sessions summarized the second day of the SADC Council of Minsters. Earlier on, we spoke to Statisiwe Gwaza, who was at the new Parliament building in Mount Hamden, and she gave us the following update.
The SADC Council of Minsters started on Tuesday and ends today. On the first day, the Executive Secretariat, Alice Magosi, gave his opening remarks, reflecting on the past 12 months. Some of the issues highlighted include peace and security in the region, steps made in regional integration, economic fund, and the national disasters affecting the region. We also witnessed the handover of chairmanship of SADC Council of Minsters from Angola to Zimbabwe, with Minister Frederick Shave taking over. The outgoing chair thanked the Secretariat of the support given during his reigns, while the incoming chair painted a picture of optimism. Now the council went into a closed session, and today is the second day with deliberations ongoing in a meeting that greatly shapes the summit.
Zimbabwe is ready to host the 44th SADC Summit of Heads of State and Government set for Saturday. This is according to an update on preparations presented in Cabinet yesterday, with indications that only a few areas need last-minute touch-ups. Information, Publicity and Broadcasting Services Minister Jenfan Muswere gave the briefing.
The repainting of the Air Zimbabwe hangar is complete. The Harare city is seized with the installation of traffic lights at intersections and street lighting of the major roads. The local authority has been directed to speed up the works. The hoisting of flags on light poles is complete, with most district areas along the airport road and the central business district done. Flag hoisting was achieved on Nemakonde and Seke Road and the rest of the ecosystem. The information and publicity infrastructure has been finalized, including the media center. Meanwhile, the construction of the 2.8 megaliter water reservoir is now complete, and together with the 14 boreholes drilled will guarantee sufficient water supply. The beautification of the city has been finalized.
Bulawayo City Council has issued a warning to residents to conserve water as dam levels are anticipated to drop below the 21-month supply threshold. In response, BCC has implemented a stricter water rationing program and is imposing significant fines on those who do not comply with the new regulations. Residents of high-density suburbs are now limited to 350 litres per day from 450 litres, while those in low-density areas are restricted to 550 litres, down from 650 litres. In an interview, BCC Acting Town Clerk Dr. Edwin Mzingwane emphasized the urgent need for water conservation, especially ahead of the summer period.
In simple terms, Council is expecting people to reduce their consumption of water by about 50 liters per month. That means we expect our citizens to conserve water, to appreciate that yes, it's water, but we need to use more water. But
Kimberly Chimbalanga gives us courts roundup.
Ekuwadzana 7 extinction men, Jela Samoyo, appeared before Harare Magistrate Simon Kandiero today, facing major charges after a spent cartridge found at a medicine showed that the firearm used belonged to him. The state, represented by Thomas Chanakira, stated that bail issues do not arise since the accused person was coming from home. The accused person was remanded to 25 September to marry his record with that of his accomplice, who is already in custody. Allegations are that the accused person, in the company of one Job Vambe and others still at large, hatched a plan to rob the now deceased Wellington Marongete. They are alleged to have assaulted the deceased using weapons demanding money and valuables. One of them is alleged to have fired a shot on the roof. The now deceased was taken to Parirenyatwa Hospital, where he later succumbed to the injuries he had sustained. The accused argued that the firearm was with Lambe, who signed for it and stayed with it for a year.
An outbreak of monkeypox has been declared a public health emergency in Africa by the continent's top health body. Scientists from the Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention have expressed alarm at the speed by which a new strain of the disease has been spreading. More than 15,000 mpox cases and 461 deaths have been reported on the continent this year. There is also a 160% increase in cases compared with the same period in 2023, while deaths have jumped by around 19%. The public health body said 96% of all cases and deaths were in the DR Congo. Officials at Africa CDC said nearly 70% of cases in the country are in children younger than 15, who also accounted for 85% of deaths. This is all we had for you on World in 5.